What's going on YouTube? Taylor Prentice back here with another video. In this video I'm going to be talking about the uncanny relationship between Tattooed Chef and Interscope Records. So Tattooed Chef is a stock that I own. They're a plant-based food company, and Interscope Records is a record label, and they've got some of the biggest artists in the world. So if you're unfamiliar with Interscope, they've got people like Dr. Dre, DaBaby, Eminem, Lana Del Rey, Kendrick Lamar, just all kinds of big artists like The Weeknd. So they've got a huge roster of huge artists with a lot of power and influence. So I think this is a perfect kind of matchup for Tattooed Chef. Tattooed Chef back in April catered one of Interscope Records events, and then this past weekend at the BET Awards, Tattooed Chef catered another event for Interscope Records. So it seems like their relationship is pretty solid. I'm not sure if Sarah Galletti, who is the Tattooed Chef, if you're unfamiliar with the brand, she is like the creator of all these types of foods. I'm curious to see if she has a personal relationship with someone at Interscope Records or if this has just been like a natural thing. Either way, I think it's a really big benefit for the brand. I think this will help Tattooed Chef's brand recognition a lot. I think getting it in front of famous people is always a good thing, especially when those people have a lot of influence. So one of the first people that you see here that she was photographed with is Emma Chamberlain, who's actually not an artist. She's not signed to Interscope. I'm not really sure why she was at the Interscope event, to be honest, but she's got like 16 million followers on Instagram, so definitely a pretty influential person, and she's got, I'm not sure how many subscribers on YouTube, I'll have to go look, but I'm sure it's up there. So definitely a good start as far as getting the name out there, and it seems like they were pretty friendly, her and Sarah, so definitely a good sign for the brand. I don't think that she posted anything about the brand. If she did, I missed it. There's been a lot of famous people at these events, but these people haven't really been posting themselves. YBS Trill was one of the only artists that I've seen actually post about Tattooed Chef, so big shout out to him. And then in this photo we've got Benny Blanco, who's a famous singer songwriter, and then I'm not sure who this guy is, and then we've got a picture of Johnny, who he only has like 110,000 followers, so a little bit smaller of an influencer, but he's in that Interscope world, so I'm sure they'll help build him up, and as his career goes on, I'm sure he'll have more influence. And then I'm not sure who these people were either, but yeah, I thought this was just really cool to see two of my worlds kind of collide. We've got like the stock Tattooed Chef, and then them mixing with the music world, which I just love the music scene, but I thought this was really interesting. And at first, like, I thought it was just like a one-off kind of thing, but for the past weekend, the BET Awards, they actually did another event with Interscope Records, so I thought this was really interesting. They've got more people here. Wade Lee's in this video, but YBS Trill actually posted on his own Instagram, on his own story, so that was really big for the brand. I'm not sure how much of his audience is into like plant-based food and all that, but everything helps at this point, and they're definitely still growing, so any brand recognition will help, and I think this is definitely a good route for them to take. So going into this article that kind of talked about the first event, celebrities were seen enjoying decadent vegan cold brew tiramisu created especially for the event by Sarah Galletti. So she is making different types of foods specifically for these events to help grow the brand and kind of make different staples at these events, which I think is a cool idea. You don't want every product that you have to just come out of a box, so I think this is a really good idea and will kind of warm people up to the brand. It even goes on to say that Sarah Galletti is the founder of America's fastest growing food or plant-based food company, so that's another good sign. But yeah, just lists kind of some of the people that were there, but it goes on to say well-known music industry executive, I'm sorry if I mess this up, Wasim Slyby and his wife Rima Slyby, and many others who raved about the tiramisu and Tattooed Chef's new oat graham butter plant-based bars. So that's one of the things that Tattooed Chef has been spending money on in the past couple years, is more so building out their SKUs and their products and making sure that they have facilities that can do this. So one of their newest facilities is actually one of the places where they produce the plant-based bars. So good to know that they're starting to get these out there already, and good to know that they're kind of transitioning from spending so much money to building out like the products and facilities and kind of going into that advertising phase. I think that means we're closer to profitability as the year goes on. Not sure that we'll hit it by the end of this year, probably more so towards the end of 2023, but definitely a good sign that they're going more into advertising and starting to get more into influencers. And I thought this was just like an interesting side note. So Wasim Sliby is the chief executive officer for XO, and if you guys are unfamiliar with XO is the Weeknd's label. And if you're unfamiliar with the Weeknd, he has 40 million Instagram followers and he has like 75 million monthly listeners on Spotify. So he's got a huge influence. It's pretty undeniable at this point that he reaches a lot of people internationally, which is another problem for Tattooed Chef. Hopefully they'll start shipping internationally. If you go and look at their comments on Instagram, a lot of them are like, ship to blah blah blah, ship here, ship here. So hopefully they do get that sorted out, especially if they start getting involved with influencers who are really well known on an international level. But here's more photos of the BET pre-award show party. Just Tattooed Chef kind of everywhere. Seems like they were definitely the main caterer for the event. And that was another thing like I had questions about, is if they were like the main ones catering these events or if they were just like one caterer of like 20, but it does seem like they were like the main caterer. I don't know if caterer is a word, I just keep saying it, but I'm pretty sure that they were the main ones catering these events, so the focus was on them as far as food goes, which is another just big W. So yeah, all in all, I'm not totally sure what this means for the brand, but I definitely think it's a move in the right direction. Hopefully Sarah Galletti does have a personal relationship with someone at Interscope Records and they keep having these. I would assume so, because it seems like it was just kind of out of the blue. I was like messaging back with my friend Connor and I was like, why are all these rappers eating Tattooed Chef, or like why are they all around it? And then I saw that there was a party with Interscope and it happened twice. So I'm sure that these events will continue happening, and I'm sure Sarah Galletti will keep putting herself in position to network with influencers. And as an investor in the company, this makes me really happy to see that they're not going just the traditional route and trying to run ads on like TV or anything like that. I feel like influencer advertising is way more successful, especially for younger people, and I think the audience for this brand is probably younger people. I think plant-based movement is definitely more popular among younger people, and even someone like me who will never be like fully plant-based, I'll probably always eat meat. Tattooed Chef does have some products that I like, so getting the brand recognition out there will help them grow, regardless of if it's just to people who eat plant-based or to everyone in general. So yeah, definitely a good move in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys think Sarah Galletti like just has an in at Interscope, or if this is something she's worked really hard to kind of build and be able to get these events. But yeah, I thought I would just bring it up because I haven't really heard anyone talking about it, but I thought it was really interesting. So if you made it to this point in this video, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. Have a good one.